My beautiful Daisy, spirit has made me a liar. My last video, I literally said, I don't do love readings. Well, here we are. Here we are. And that's exactly what we got here. I can't even deny it, okay? The only card that came out was Soulmate. Okay? And I already feel the card, so I can't pretend it's anything other than what it is. And the other three cards I got from the bottom of the deck. So they didn't even give them to me. I just took them because they resonated. All right? So here we are. If any of you were manifesting I do a love reading, here we are. Don't get me wrong, I love love. I love love. Big blubbering baby for love. I just know that a lot of you are healing from getting lost in other people. So I just want this time to be about you. But it's still very much going to be about you. And don't think that you're dodging your homework with this one, okay? This is a good one, though, okay? By the way, welcome. Hello, beautiful daisies. If you're new here, so good to see you. Get on in here. This one's going to be fun. This morning, I got the message I wanted to talk about detachment, okay? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. The reason this popped up is because there's something that you're still holding on to that you have to let go before this can come in. I'm going to say it right now. Okay. Now, if the word detachment triggers you at all, that's okay. It used to trigger the crap out of me. All right. Because the way I used to see it, I'm like, well, I care. Okay. I'm deep. Detachment. What? Detachment. Just give me 2 minutes to just explain it, okay? Anything that is not sent to you by the Lord himself, the universe itself, cannot be taken away from you, cannot be manipulated away from you, okay? Someone else can't just walk on in and walk away with it, okay? That promotion that was promised to you, another person can't just come on in and take it. If it was ever meant for you to truly hold it forever, it cannot be taken away from you. Period. That's it. That's literally it. There's nothing outside of that box. That's it. And so many things come into our lives and they make us feel these big, intense feelings. And we get attached to them and we hold on for dear life, especially if this is clearly about relationships, okay? So if this is about an ex, it's probably something you've been holding on to for a very long time. And I don't know if it's because you don't want to let it go, you're scared to let it go, or what is the reason you're still holding on to it, or you think nothing will ever compare. So it holds it holds a lot of capacity in your heart. And there's nothing wrong with holding love for other people. But what I'm going to say is, did that thing give you constant anxiety, constant doubt, constant banging your head up against the wall, trying to make it work? No matter what you did, it never worked out. The plan never planned. The plan never happened. Sacrifice after sacrifice. And no matter what, it just never clicked. Okay? As intense as it was, it never aligned because it was never supposed to. Now I'm going to tell you something. The universe. Okay, if in this lifetime you're meant for a true soulmate, a true divine counterpart, the universe will send you a counterfeit first. The intensity will be very strong. The pull towards them will be very strong. It'll feel like nothing you've ever felt before. You'll be like, this is the one. But it never works out. Nothing you ever did, nothing you ever planned, nothing you ever... You did emotional acrobatics. Changed nothing. Didn't work. And I'm going to tell you why. That person is the unhealed version of your end game person. That person mirrored to you where there's a wound that you can't meet your end game until you heal. So the universe isn't going to give you your end game to emotionally torture you, the unhealed version of them, because they want you to have them for the rest of life, you know? So they give you a counterfeit. It feels, the intensity is really strong, but it's a trauma bond. So you think like, this is the best thing that will ever cross my path. And if you think God's best is anxiety, depression, doubt, confusion, sacrifices for nothing, you know better than that, and I know you do. This is going to be a tough love one. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You want it? You want it? Okay. The message is here. You have to let go in your own time, because that happens as it happens. But again, I feel like this is something that has stopped you, that has been living in you for a long time, and it's not living you in a way of like, okay, that was what it was, that wasn't meant to be, and I send them love and I wish them the best. This is like something that's like in you. Give me a second. Hold on. Now, since this person, you've never met anybody, or maybe you have, but anybody you've been with it's been not, okay? It's been not it. But the inconsistencies are the same. The disappointments are the same. The wound is the same. So it's different faces, same wound. Okay? Because if you want to, I don't force anything, okay? I believe that everything's energy. So I always it's a suggestion. I invite you to look at life differently, okay? Holding on to this thing, you're not holding it in your heart in a way of just sending them good vibes, okay? It's stuck in there. And because you're holding on it so tight, possibly because you think nothing will ever measure up, but if you think about it, it kind of sucked for you real bad. So you got to look at it like, what about it feels like this pedestal? What about it do you have on a pedestal? Because it really hurt you really bad. And anything that's sent from God doesn't hurt like that. So what is it about this person that you are holding on so tightly, because you're energetically anchoring yourself in that vibration? That's why the people that keep coming around exhibit the same bullshit, the same disappointments, the same confusion, the same games. The one, don't play games. Straight up. What you see is what you get. Let's talk about it. I'm an open book. What do you need? How can I reassure you today? There's no games. There's no maze. All right? So you're energetically anchoring yourself to this vibration, which is keeping the same kind of people circulating around you. But it's because you're keeping yourself stuck in the past. But once you can finally let this go, detach with the mindset that this wasn't sent to me by God. When God wrote your story, this person is not at the end of the book. So what you're doing is you put a bookmark in that chapter and you're energetically stuck there. My darling, you deserve to get to read the rest of your book. Your soulmate might be 2 chapters away. Turn the page. And I'm not trying to be hard on you, because this isn't as easy. This is easier said than done. But I get this really strong thing that this has been a long time. And I don't say that in a shameful way, as like you should be over it by now. I don't mean it like that. Especially if you're frequent here, I anything I say comes from so much love and care and understanding. Okay, but I love you and I want you to get the best out of your life. So yeah, I might be a little sassy today. So just know that I love you, and that's where it's coming from. So there's a core wound here. Now, it could be unworthiness. There could have been, my collective, we talk about it all the time. Your people pleasers, your perfectionists, their people didn't see you. People didn't celebrate you unless you were an overachiever. There's that energy. And when we're in relationships, we put people on pedestals. This came through a while ago, and it didn't work with the message. So I love that it's coming through now. This was like months ago. Okay. Think of an elevator. Okay. You're on the ground floor. You're in the parking garage. Ground floor, parking garage. Okay. And you send this person up to the top floor. Okay. Now they call you. Like, that's how high you put them. You put them so high that you can't even see them. And I mean that in a sense of you put them so high that you don't even see all the ways that they hurt you, all the ways that they harmed you, all the ways that they didn't show up, all the ways that they kept you waiting, all the ways that they confused you, all the ways that they used you. You can't see it because you put them so high up there. Okay, so you send them up to the top, rooftop, okay? You're in the parking garage. They're at the rooftop bar having a margarita, okay? They call you. This is all energetically, okay? They call you. And they say, I'm dying. I need your first aid kit. Oh my God. Well, dying would probably require more than the first aid kit. Okay, but they make drama, okay? Okay, and you send them your first aid kit. You send it all the way up to the top, okay? All right, now they get it. And they're like, oh, well, thanks, it was just a paper cut. And you're like, oh, okay, you really had me worried there. But like, I'm glad you have everything you need. Okay, so now you're down your first aid kit. All right, now they call you. All right, now they make it even more dramatic. So now you send up, they're like, I need your left leg. And you're like, oh my God, what happened? They're just like, I need it. I love this message already. Oh my God. You're like, okay. So you do that. You send your leg. I know this is so dramatic, but it was dramatic. So that's why it's coming through like this. You send your left leg all the way up to the top. Okay. Whatever reason they would need something like that. Okay. And I know that'll resonate for you some way. Now you're dying. Where's your first aid kit? You gave it away. Where are they? They're at the top, having a margarita, having a grand old time. You're calling them, they're not picking up the phone. They got no service up there. Now you don't have what you need. They don't even see you. They don't see that you're in pain. They don't see that they've harmed you. Stop. They don't see any of that. They're too busy being in their own world, not worried. But they got what they needed, so they're good. Did they ever say, hey, why don't you come up here with me? Or did they ever come down to see like, hey, are you okay? You could be bleeding right in front of them. They never noticed. They never saw you because you never saw yourself. Okay? Maybe that was really dramatic. And I don't really know the guidelines for YouTube, so I didn't say certain things. So maybe it didn't come out as smooth as I wanted it to, but that's okay. My point is, you put them up there so high and they took so much from you, but they're still all the way up there, like on like an angel's cloud. And I need you to ask yourself why, because they left you bleeding on the floor. What about it has you stuck? What about them makes you feel like that's the best God's got for you? No. Okay? Let's get into the cards. I need an acting career or something. All right. The first card that came out, the only card that came out. Okay? I told you the other three I pulled from the bottom of the deck, only took them because they resonated. But really, the only true card that came out was Soulmate. And it's embrace a deeper relationship. And like I said, I always want these convos to be about you. It's also embracing a deeper relationship with yourself, with your self-care, with your self-respect. Okay? We don't realize how the things that we hold on to energetically hold us back from the things that we actually really want, because we're not vibrationally in alignment with them yet. But what I will say, because really the only thing I've gotten from the card, so it's two people in an embrace, in a loving embrace. Okay? Can you see that? I don't want to get all up in your grill. Sorry. All right? Now, I want to say that everything in your life has been sending you to this person, whomever they are, whether you know them or not. Okay? Everything in your life, outside of relationships, everything in your life is a lily pad, is a stepping stone. Okay? Right? When you're a baby, life doesn't give you everything you could ever need because you don't know how to hold it. You'd fumble it. You wouldn't know what to do with it. So life gives you in increments. When you're ready to learn a lesson, it comes into your life. If you get rid of that thing or person, you still didn't learn the lesson, you get another one. Get rid of that person, still didn't learn the lesson, you get another one. And another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. And if you don't know what this means energetically, it's called karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are relationships that come into your life that are not meant to stay. But they are meant to come into your life. They are meant to cross your path at one time in your life. Because they mirror back to you a certain core wound, possibly a wound from childhood, whenever this wound happened for you. And my anxiety is spiking right now. When my anxiety spikes, I get really... This could be for you too if you don't even know that this happens. When my anxiety spikes, I get really cold. My hands start to shake. And I get an inner body chill that I cannot get rid of. I could be wearing 3 pairs of pants and under 4 blankets. It's an inner chill. I don't know if that happens for you, but that's your anxiety. And when it gets really bad and your hands are shaking that you can't control, your chest is tight, and you're literally frozen from the inside out, that's an anxiety attack. And I feel like this person that you are still holding on to activated this in you a lot. And I don't know if you ever knew that that's what that was, but that's what that is. So when your anxiety starts to spike and you start to feel your hands shaking and you start to just get really frozen, I want to let you know that if you breathe in for 4 seconds and breathe out for 6 seconds, that pattern will start to help regulate your nervous system back down. Okay? Somebody needed that. But that's what's happening. Anxiety spikes your temperature. Okay? I hate this feeling. And this can happen especially when you're in like fights with somebody, arguments. You start your head, especially if you argue over text, it controls you from the inside out. Nobody should make you feel like that. People have made me feel like that. If somebody makes you feel like that, no. No. If somebody spikes your survival instincts in you, they're not good for you, my darling. Hold on. Okay. See, I told you I don't do love readings. This isn't really lovey-dovey. This feeling, okay, I didn't know what this was for me till about a year ago. That's an anxiety attack, okay? If somebody makes you feel like this, activates this within you, and right now, I have no reason to be anxious. I am freezing right now. I will breathe through it because I understand it now, but you might not until right now. When someone makes you feel like this, first of all, they're triggering something. So there's a wound there that's being activated. They're triggering you. That's the first thing. Anybody who's constantly triggering you, they're nothing but a lesson. Because what do triggers teach you? Where your wounds are. Where your soft spots are. Not your soft spots, but your sensitive spots. So anybody who only has ever triggered you, never really loved you, but triggered the shit out of you, they're nothing but a lesson. It's a karmic relationship. But until you break the karmic loop, you can't move on to your darling soulmate. Whether you believe in soulmates or not, okay? Just the person that is not gonna hurt you. The person that is not going to threaten your safety, okay? If this is the case, this person did not make you feel safe. And because these relationships are so intense, what they bring up in you is intense too, because it's a childhood wound or a wound between the time of childhood and the time you met them. Okay? It's active, it's deep in you, and it's a big lesson that you need to come on to the other side of. Honestly, not for anybody else, but for you. Because holding on to something from the past, it weighs you down. It's like an anchor on your ankle, weighing you down. And trust me, that person will love for you to be stuck on them for the rest of your life. They'll revel in that. Keep them stuck on me, yeah. So if you do start to move on and they pop up, just know they felt your energy leaving and they were like, no, 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 no. Where are you going? Where are you going? You're mine. No, no, you're not. No, you're yours. You're theirs. Bitch. I'm very protective over my collective. I'm very protective over the people that I love. And I love you very much. If you say we don't like them, we don't like them. Okay? But I don't need to know them to not like them. I already don't like their energy. Because I can feel how you feel. I know that feeling. It's a triggering feeling. You don't feel safe. You feel threatened. You don't feel like you can say what you need to say. You don't feel seen. No matter what you say, they send back things you told them in confidence. They use as weapons against you, which is bullshit, by the way. No good, love. No good. So what about this? What about all this is glorified to you that you're still holding it? I don't know if you've ever seen that picture. It's like when you're holding onto something that you're supposed to let go and the rope is like blistering and cutting your hand. Oh, there's so many there's so many visuals coming through. Another one that I got this morning, it's like the universe, God, okay? You have a glass of water. I have a water bottle. Okay? You have a glass of water. And this person takes up so much room in your heart that it is filled up to the brink. Now God wants to pour you a fresh glass of water. A fresh, crispy glass of water. Maybe some lemon if you like that. I don't know. And he's holding the pitcher and he's like, I can't pour this until you dump that. So it's like an energetic standoff of just God being like, I'm ready to pour when you're ready to dump. And you're both just sitting there energetically. And God is patient. He gonna wait. He's got eternity. Where's he going? Waiting for you to learn the lesson. And the moment you pour out all that old water, all that algae water, you know how water gets when it sits in the sun? Starts to make stuff. Once you dump it out, he can give you a whole fresh glass. But he cannot until you detach. And again, God does not want you with somebody who makes you feel like that. No. I don't want you with someone who makes you feel like, not even with someone, tied to something that makes you feel like that. It went away. It's coming back again. This could even just be the energy that you experience from watching this video. I might be triggering you a lot right now by this. And I don't mean to. But if I am, it's because it's very real for you. And it's still very prevalent in your energy. And maybe it's something that you've had a really hard time looking at. I don't know why. That is your business. So, oh, I love Spirit. I didn't see this until just now. This card, okay, where they're in like a warm embrace. This right here, how it like branches off. These look like two little hands. This literally looks like the hands of like the universe and the divine, like pushing you towards somebody else. They're like, this one over here, this sparkly one over here, that has so much love for you, that will support you in everything you do, that wants to shower you and tell you that you're pretty and that you're handsome and that you're just like the best thing that's ever happened for them. And they want you to know how beautiful of a human being you are. That's they're like, this one? How about this one? This one's better, no? This one looks better, no? This one feels better, no? They're like little hands. I'm thinking of like the little fairy godmothers in what is it, Sleeping Beauty? Like they're little like that, you know? But I'm gonna get 2 messages with this card. I hate this feeling. I don't feel this feeling much anymore, okay? People have made me feel this feeling. They're not around anymore. So I don't like when this feeling pops up for me because I know exactly what it is. The next card is attend to your spiritual needs, create a more prosperous life. And I see this in 2 ways. I see this as a magnifying glass on you having to really laser focus on why you're still holding on to this hurt, why this hurt is still on a pedestal in your life. But it also looks like a magnifying glass on, well, it's a magnifying glass on a woman. Now this, whether you're male or female, you know, it's like, there's a lot of focus on this person. I want that focus to be on you, boo. Because this person, eyes closed. Eyes closed. You have you see how like my hands are shaking? It's this energy of like giving somebody everything and them like not even like seeing you. Like, yeah, obviously do that, but like, I'm not gonna do my part. So that magnifying glass that you've had so like heavily focused on them, I need you to zoom out. I don't need you to do anything. I invite you to zoom out. And really think about how this person made you feel. Because just talking about them didn't make me feel so good. So I can only imagine how they made you feel. Tapping into this energy. I'm getting like a really like, I don't know. Like nose up. Kind of vibe. So you've been heavily focused on this thing. I want you to zoom out and I want you to focus on you. I want you to zoom in on you and find out what wound in you they activated. Because that's what's keeping you there energetically and emotionally even. Oh my God. I hate this feeling, guys. I sat down for a love reading. I didn't know I was going to have anxiety for 30 minutes. Jeez Louise. I got this card in the last reading, and I see it in a completely different way now. Oh, I see. Oh my God. It's so crazy how when the message changes, the card. Whoa. I feel like I disrespected this card. It was completely perfect for the last message, but I literally called it an ear. Okay. And oh my God. Can you see this? This looks like a woman. This face. Can you see the face? And then can you see like the being down here? Man, male, female, male, male, man, man, whatever. It's being pulled towards you. This other energy is being pulled towards you very heavily. Oh my God, this card is so beautiful, and it has so many different like I can't think of the word. Okay? This person wants to pour into you. Heavy. Heavy. You look tired. I feel pain off the bottom. Like, it's like I'm trying to pull myself out of this for better. For you, if you know the person, for better. Like you're like, I'm trying. I just want to see if I like see anything else in here. The card says surrender to the attraction. Okay, so there's a pull, whether it's to an energy that you're feeling or a specific person. So it could be energetically somebody you don't know yet, but like you feel pulled to an energy. Also, when you have like somebody who you're supposed to like align with in your life, you will probably feel them your whole entire life, and you don't even know it. And like when you do meet someone that does feel like an intense pull towards them, you'll think like they're the one because you're looking for their energy in other people. So when you meet someone, you're like, wait, it's gonna be you. It's you, right? But like it's still something about them is just always off because you're literally searching for them. You're pretty close. Now I don't do timing, okay? I'm literally new to reading. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Okay? But sorry. This dumb hair. I do see two faces though on the woman side. So I see one here, and then I also kind of see one here. So I feel like there's two people in your energy, the old and the new. Whether the new is just an energy you're feeling, or again, it's somebody that you know or know of. One of them hurt you real bad. And one of them wants to just love you like heavy. Can you see the face though? Like, it looks pained. So I'm really sorry. The way people play with our hearts, with our minds, the mind games, it's not right. But it's time for you to have your person, or start to be aligned with your person so that you can energetically align with them and find them. Okay, it says anointed with love. Let sweetness invigorate your life. The anxiety is still there. I'm literally freezing. I'm going to like go under the covers when I'm done with this. I don't like how this person made you feel. I do not. And I need you to know that you shouldn't like the way this person made you feel. And again, I'm sorry if I triggered you. I am. I was born to trigger people. And I don't mean that in a toxic way. Like, I will say the thing that everybody else is thinking. Sorry. I want you to heal. I want you to grow. I want you to want better for yourself. I want you to know how much love you deserve. I want you to know that your trauma does not brand you for life. I want you to know your worth. I want you to know that if anybody, I love you immensely and I want the best life for you. And if I can help you, you try to do that with these videos, amazing. You're my collective. I care deeply about you. I don't want this energy for you. I want it off my body so bad. Because once you know what it is, it's like, when you feel it, it's like, ooh, something bad juju is by me. Like, you immediately will just know. And again, I said this in the last video, your body talks to you. Your body literally is telling you, like, I don't like this. This is not safe. This is safe. You see this, like, bubble? You and this person, this future person, you're divinely protected by God, by the universe. This person is at the end of your story. But you have to turn the page, babe. Shred the bookmark. You don't have to forget about this person. You know, you could still hold love in your heart for them, of course. But, like, there's something deep that has to be, finally, you have to see. You have to look at it. And I hold so much compassion for you while you do this. Because I know that it's not easy and I know that it hurts. But I think you're at a point in your life where you're ready to not be so hurt anymore. You've been pulled towards an energy your whole life. You've been looking for this person in everybody you've ever met. And because you think you met them already, you're not letting go. You didn't meet them yet. Or you didn't have a relationship with them yet. That person was not it. Counterfeit. Very close. Almost. A lot of things were there, but a lot of things also were not there. You know what's in your heart. You know the difference between what's in your heart and what they had, what it was. God has the thing that's in your heart waiting for you over here, trying to be pulled to you, but I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bash on whoever this is. I just really don't like their energy. I feel like they really mess with your mind. Mind games just immediately makes you an ugly person. From the inside out, I'm sorry. I said it. Not my collective, not playing with my collective. Better wants to come into your life. Better is being pulled into your life. And you're very close. I'm not saying that like this is something that's going to take you like 5 years to do, but or another 5 years to do, but it's time to look at it. The time has passed, and it has come full circle. It is time that you look at it. Because I know you want this. I know you want this real bad. Look how like close they are. I'm sorry, I can't not see the little hands. Like, you belong together. Like the universe is like, yes, these two. This one. I'm just going to flip this card over because this person's energy is just making me mad. I'm sorry. I'm very loyal to the people I care about, and I care about you. So, mama don't like. You deserve the sweetness of this. You deserve the love that this person has in their heart for you. Literally made for you. Designed for you. Living in the past is not serving you anymore. It never has, but it certainly is not now. And the more present you can become in your life, the more present you become in your life, the faster the universe can move, the faster God moves, because everything is happening now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Not 3 seconds ago. Right now. Everything happens right now. So if you're back there or you're over here, you're not here. And they can't bring you now if you're not in the now. Okay? I'm not really getting any more with this. I bamboozled you. I know. I was like, love reading. And then I was like, just kidding. Here's some homework. Okay, I don't like this person's energy. Goodbye. You're going at the bottom of the deck. Bye-bye. These are the 3 cards we want. Your soulmate, who is being attracted to you, who they're not going to fix you, but they surely are going to help heal. You see how light she is and how dark it is down here? That's a lot of pain down here. It's like you're trying to drudge yourself up. You're doing it. You're gonna do it because, as I tell you, you're a badass and you got this. You want this. I mean, you decide who wins, what wins. Does your past win? Does your past win and keep you stuck? Or do you learn from the lesson that you were supposed to learn from? God gave you that as a lesson. They said, this person highlights your biggest core wound. I need you to look at it. I need you to fix it so that I can give you this. Okay. I know you want it. We all want it. Unfortunately, there's a lot of work that comes with getting it. You can do this. Okay? I know you can. You're already doing it. That's why this message is coming through, because you're finally ready to hear this. Okay? God can't move until you move. God can't pour you a fresh glass of water till you dump the old. This is very protected. This was already written. You will align with them at some point on your path. You decide how long that takes, with however long this takes. Okay, because this isn't actually about that person. This is about you. This is about your self-worth. This is about your self-respect. This is about what you feel you're worthy of, what you think you deserve from another person. Because you're a giver. I know you're a giver. But you've only ever found takers. So you have to pour into you. You can't get that from another person. At the core. People can pour into you. People can love you. But like, you have to be the one that fills you up. This person caused so much anxiety. And I'm really sorry. You deserve to be free from this. You always have. But now I'm here to tell you that. They don't get to control how this plays out for you. They don't get to monitor your next steps. They don't get to be the decider of how far in life you go or not. They're an anchor. You don't deserve an anchor. You deserve a bird who wants to fly next to you. Where you want to go? Let's go. What do you want to create? Let's do it. Not a, ooh, stay here, stay stuck. I like you there. You look good there. Ugh, I'm ending this energy. I'm ending this energy with this message. I'm activating in you the end of this energy. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm that strong energetically, but I'm saying it and I mean it, and intention is everything. So done. Okay? I love you. I'm ending this reading because I don't like whoever this is. Okay? And my anxiety is freaking out and I would like to be warm again. I'm freezing. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. So much. Whatever this was, no, not sent by God, not godly made. I don't care what they looked like, okay? No. They hurt my collective. I don't approve. How about that? I don't approve. Okay. I'm going to let you go. And yeah, it's a fact. I don't do lovey-dovey readings. I'm too deep. All right. I do. I love you so much. You got this. You can do this. Take this at your own pace. Don't forget the tools that you've learned along the way. Don't forget all the things that you know, how to move through your energy. And now, if you didn't know that this was anxiety, if you didn't know that those were anxiety attacks, now that you know that, I think that that's going to really help you navigate a little better. You can do this. You don't deserve to be weighed down by this anymore. The rest of your life is moving. This portion of your life gets to move and accelerate and get better too. Because why? You deserve it. Beautiful, handsome. Okay? Because that's what God wants. And who are you to tell God no? I'm going to end it there. Okay. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.